Hey guys, Somebody's Gun here. Today we're going to be talking about something that is difficult to understand yet vital to success within Fortnite. It's where to position yourself in every single zone. I'm going to show you zones 1 through 9, even though 9 doesn't really matter, where you want to be and some options that you're going to have and why you should be in each zone. So break it down, go through zone 1 all the way through zone 9. Honestly, zone 3 through 5, in my opinion, are the most important. So make sure to check those out towards the middle of the video. Hope you guys enjoy it. And if you learn some, make sure to hit that subscribe button. Here we go. Zone 1 can be kind of a wash. It really depends on whether or not you're getting fought off spawn or you have your POI or split loot path, whatever you may have, uncontested. If you are fighting off spawn, typically you're going to wind up looting and farming throughout the entire first zone, and you don't really have to worry about storm surge, so your positioning isn't going to matter as much. If you're uncontested and you don't need to fight off spawn, then you should be looting, farming, and moving as quickly as possible. In these high caliber lobbies, you need to be positioning yourself for storm surge. What does that mean? That means getting a power position with good information ASAP. Let's quickly talk about power positions because I will use this term multiple times. A power position is an elevated spot with good vision and control of an area. So you can see everything that's going on around you. You can get tags on any player that tries to rotate in your near area, as well as gain information to help you rotate in this next zone. This is a perfect example that we're showing you right now. Zone 1 is really the setup and sets the tone for how you're going to be able to play the rest of the lobby out. If you're in a good position at the end of zone 1, you will typically be in a good position at least through the next couple of zones. What does that mean? Again, elevated position, good info, but you don't always want to get towards the center of zone, especially when you're in very high W key lobbies. If you are going to constantly get W keyed, you're going to be better off just chilling inside of a building, hiding in a bush, rather than pulling off the ultimate power position, because you don't want to take every single fight. Even if you can win them, taking a fight could scuff your game. Zone 2 is where you're going to get most of your storm surge damage done, especially if you're going for long range AR tags. What you want to do is grab a power position like I talked about earlier in this video and post up somewhat central to zone. Zone 3 is somewhat random, so you don't always know if I go center of zone 2, I'll get zone 3. But if you grab a good position in zone 2, you will have the information and the storm surge tags necessary in order to be able to rotate without worry in zone 3. One of the biggest problems is that you will have your issues compound over time if you are not getting in good positions and rotating early in this meta. There's nothing really that can bail you out and make you rotate faster besides vehicles, so if you're stuck on edge in congestion, that will only make every other zone rotate. Zone 3 positioning is the most important out of all of the zones thus far. If you get caught on edge in zone 3 and have to make a poor rotate in the next 4th zone, that could be the end of your game. Getting as far in as you can towards the center of 3rd zone, as well as a position with good vision, is going to be your best possible option. It's not worth fighting for the high ground. It's not worth battling someone for absolute center. Get as center as you can without having to spend a ton of mats to get there. I see it way too often where a team or a player prioritizes dead center 3rd zone over an actual good position. Sitting at the bottom of a mountain is not a good position to be in for 3rd zone. Prioritize vision, information, and somewhat centered over exact center of 3rd. Zone 4 is really all about getting in zone and then giving yourself options to be able to rotate towards the next zone. 5th zone is completely random, so you really don't know, but if you are in a position that gives you the ability to rotate towards multiple different max distance zones, you will be better off. So just get in, give yourself the opportunity to rotate towards the next zone. All you really have to do is get in, use as little mats, as little heals, as little rotates as possible. But if you have the options, take the place that will give you the most opportunities to rotate into any 5th zone that is possible to come. Zone 5 positioning is the most important in order to win a game or to place well. You have to position yourself on a medium to high layer, especially in trios. If you're on height in 5th zone and you can hold that, you will be able to win the game and just chill on height the entirety of the game. But if you put yourself on a super low layer and a rotate pulls across zone, you're in an impossible position in order to win this game or even get much more placement. So play a medium to high layer consistently in order to be able to place highly in every single match. Moving zone rotations are going to cost you the most amount of materials in order to rotate safely. Most people are going to have to full tarp into moving zones, but if you're on a medium to high layer, you're going to have the freedom to be able to use bouncers freely in order to rotate. This is why being on a medium to high layer is so key. In addition to the free rotations or the easier rotations come the next zone, you will also have additional information that other players on low ground do not. You can see what is a clear path, where is the dead side of zone, because it is not immediately available to players based on positioning if you are not in an area or high enough to be able to see the rest of the zone. Moving zones are extremely difficult to say X position is the best in the game. In this meta, obviously high ground is going to be the best position possible, so take that if you can, but probably if you're not there before moving zone starts, you're probably not going to be there when moving zones start going. So the left and the right side of zones, as well as the front side, are going to be your best possible options. Depending on where 5th zone pulls, that will determine on what dead side is. So the side of the zone that starts outside in the storm in 5th zone is where you can find the dead side of moving zone, and if it pulls in that direction, that is going to be relatively free. The people who get there first are going to be rewarded with a freer rotate, but that doesn't mean that's always going to be the case. What you want to do is use your bouncers, your mobility to stay ahead on these zones and essentially just focus on rotating front side of zone as well as the left and right side to give yourself the most freedom and space to work with. What I want to be sure of is that there's no dead set rule on this will work every single time. Fortnite is a game of balance and constant manipulation between your inventory, your position, other players, your rotation, where zone is. There's so many different factors that can be added in to make you decide where you should position. Don't take what I say as 100% certainty. Please, please, please do not do that. But these general rules will help you for the most part. Please use them to advance your knowledge and general game sense. Otherwise, I do want to thank you guys for watching. My name is Somebody's Gun. If you enjoyed the video, hit that subscribe button. Make sure that you guys get to watch every other video that comes out. I'll see you guys next time. Thank you.